Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to a makeup video. So today I am going to be talking lipsticks. So I recently or previously did a video on if I could only keep 5 eyeshadow palettes out of my collection, which ones would I keep? And I thought that I would do the same thing with my lipsticks. Now this was a little bit harder than I thought actually. There was a couple that I was like, yes, you, and then the rest of them were kind of like, well, I do like you, but I'm not, I don't. So it was actually quite hard to pick out 5 that I wanted to keep. Now I will say that there is one lipstick that I would love to get back into my collection. I did used to have it, but I used it all up. A full lipstick. Yes, a full lipstick. It was my wedding day lipstick, so it kind of has that sentimental feeling for me. But I did use it all up. And it was the L'Oreal lipstick in Sepia Silk. Now I know they're not cruelty free, but it does have a very sentimental place in my heart. So that is a lipstick that I would like to get back into my collection if I could. And I think if I can get my collection down to like closer to 20 by the end of 2021, I think I will treat myself to that lipstick again, because I really did love it. It was a very wearable nude. It wasn't too flashy, it wasn't too plain. It was just perfect, and it was perfect for my skin tone as well, and I absolutely loved it. And I do miss it. I miss it all the time. I always think to myself, oh, I wish I had that back because it would go perfect with this look. So yeah, so that is one honorary mention. There's always an honorary mention. There was when I did my palettes. So yeah. So let's start off again with something else that is very sentimental to me, and that is MAC's Ruby Woo. So this is red. Yeah, who knew I would keep a red? But turns out, yes, I would grab this one. And why? Because my daughter bought me it for Mother's Day. It was my first MAC lipstick. It was my first high-end makeup product. So yeah, Ruby Woo is a very matte, a very retro matte formula. It's very, very drying. It's kind of like a bluish red, as they call it. So it's not very, very vibrant. But yeah, it's really, really nice. It feels kind of chalky. Smells so adorable. But it is definitely a red that I know I can pull off. I know that it can make a real simple look if I want it to, because if I'm wearing a red lipstick, then I don't need much on my eyes. So it's kind of like a quick makeup look for me when I use a red lipstick, because a simple like one color shade on my eye and I'm done, and then a red lipstick and I will look, you know, pretty okay. I think. So yeah, I would definitely keep MAC's Ruby Woo because my daughter bought it for me and I know I can wear it pretty easily. So there is that one. Another one I would definitely grab for is my Urban Decay Back Talk. So this is my shade. This is the shade that I would go to 90% of the time, and in fact most of my collection is some form of this shade. It's a beautiful purpley mauve, beautiful, stunning. It is a comfort matte, so it does dry down to a more matte base, but it's a little bit more creamier than the MAC Retro Matte. But it's just one of those go-to colours that I know I can throw on. It'll go with most eye looks. It's just such an easy, simple shade, and it suits me. This colour really suits me. This is my type of colour, the colour that 90% of my collection is some shade of. So yeah, Urban Decay Back Talk. It's one of their more popular colours anyway, but I really do like their lipsticks very much. I would like to own more, to be honest. Moving on to another MAC, but this is a little mini. This one is Velvet Teddy, another go-to colour from MAC. And this is kind of like a brown nude. It's one of those nudes that like almost everybody has had at some point in their makeup collection. I was kind of trying to go for different colours, like if I could only have 5, I want to have like 5 different colours kind of thing. And this is the nude. This is the nude that I would pull to. When I was actually looking through my collection, I don't have many brown nudes. It's just not a colour that I go for. I have a lot of these mauvey nudes, but I don't have a lot of brown nudes. So really, out of all the brown nudes, this one was the best. It is just one of their matte formulas, so it's really creamy but does dry down. It does transfer. These lipstick bullets all transfer. They're not like a lipstick, liquid lipstick kind of matte. But yeah, that's another one that I would keep. But then the other two are liquid lipsticks. So let's go to the NYX Lingerie, and this is in the shade French Maid. I like the NYX Lip Lingerie formulas. I know they can be a little bit drying on the lips, but I like them. I really, really do. And I love this shade. It's so pretty. Again, it's another purpley mauve. So you can see where my preferences lie. So there it is. It looks very, very similar to Back Talk, but in a more liquid lipstick formula. So this one does dry down matte. It can make my lips look very dry and kind of wrinkly a little bit, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. But yeah, it's a little bit darker than the Back Talk colour, but it's really, really pretty. And again, it's the kind of colour that will go with a lot of eye looks that I create. And it's just, it's in that shade range that I love so much. So there is that one. And then the last one is a Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade Visionary. This is kind of like a grey toned mauve. So it's a much more cooler kind of look. So it's a little bit on the cooler side. So if I was wearing a more cool toned eyeshadow look, then I would pull for this one a bit more. So yeah, that is that one. I like the staying power of these. I would like to own more. My daughter swears by the red one. She wore that one a lot when she was a red coat at Butlins Holiday Resort, and I think she actually panned a whole one, so she went through a whole one of these in the year that she was a red coat. So she literally swears by the formula of these, the staying power of these, and if she's running around, bouncing around with kids all day wearing this on her lips in the red shade, and it's got the staying power for that, then you know it gets a heads up. So yeah, that is that one, and that's the shade. So these are all the shades that I would keep. I think I would be pretty much covered with all these eye looks. I've got a red, I've got a brown, and then I've got these mauvey types, warm mauvey types, a cool mauvey types, and a kind of deeper mauvey type. So yeah, I think those would be all the colours that I would be happy to play with if I could only keep 5 lipsticks. And here they are. So we have 2 MAC, 1 Urban Decay, 1 NYX, and 1 Maybelline. So yeah, that is everything that I would keep. I wouldn't say that I am more prone to preferring higher end lip products than lower end, because there was a couple of my Colourpop lippy sticks that I thought, oh, I like that one and I like that one. And there's a couple of other lipsticks that I really do like and enjoy. But I thought, if I can only keep 5, I kind of do want to keep the more higher end that I have, because I paid a lot of money for them. But also, you know, they do have a little bit more creaminess to them. They smell nicer, you know, and that sort of thing. So, and they sometimes have nicer packaging too. Like some of my MAC lipsticks are stunning because I got special editions and things. So yeah, I do like my Essence lipsticks, and I have some e.l.f. lipsticks and things like that. But again, if I could only keep 5, I think these are the 5 that I would reach for because they just suit me and I like them. So yeah, so that is that. What 5 lipstick in your collection, or even just one, just what is your favourite lipstick in your whole collection, the one that you find yourself being drawn back to and using time and time again? Or what's the main colour that you find yourself drawn to? Are you drawn more to a mauvey kind of nude, or a browner nude, or a red lipstick? Is that your go-to colour? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.